All right, I am hopefully back. Yeah. So I ended up I restarted my machine, and now I'm able to at least get previews to show up. So this happened. Some other things happened as well. Yeah, Ecamm crashed, and then it recovered, and then I think the stream stopped again, or I ended it. I don't know, but hopefully things are stable now. So, okay, yeah. So, because I've restarted, I have to redo all of the stuff that I was just doing. So I had to restart Docker because I never have it just running. I don't like having Docker running. And then I'm gonna have to restart the container unless this restarts it for me. And then I'm gonna have to reserve the function. I'm gonna hope in the past, whenever Docker shuts down improperly, it'll reopen stuff. So yeah, that's what it looks like it's doing. It's gonna reopen it by itself. So let's go ahead and go back into the directory I was in. It's just one Signal developers. And this one and that one. Looks like something is still waiting to start up. I don't trust this, so I'm gonna do the super base stop and I'll just restart it. Because typically when you restart, when you don't shut down an image properly, like it just causes all kinds of bad behavior. All right, let's start it and see what happens. All right, look at that. They all started up. Okay. Let's do I have history here? I forgot. This is what I was doing last time. Oh, wait. Oh, it's on my desktop. Interesting. Is it on my other Mac? Let's see. Maybe it's on my other Mac. I have an application that I use for like comparing stuff. That's the best I can put it. Which machine is this? I was really hoping it would just show the name of the machine, but no, that would. Oh, Kronos. This is Kronos. Okay. So yes, this Zeus must be the other laptop. So I have like 3 other machines. I don't know what's on any of them. We're gonna connect. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to applications. Why is it taking so long? I wonder if I should actually turn on the computer. Let me open it. Maybe it's not actually on. No, I don't think that's it because it connected. So this should be working. The right network. All right, well then, all right, fine. I will just go to the internet. Screw it. shit, what did I just do? So I was hoping that it would, like, I could just pull it off of that machine because it's on all my other machines. So that was my hope, but apparently I can't access the applications directory. Understand why. So we're going to do a text compare. We're going to throw in A and then throw in B. Oh, they're completely different. Okay. They share nothing in common other than type error. Unless, oh, I think what happened is I actually have a complete, the whole error. Or someone has a complete error. Who has a complete error? I don't really know. To create, oh, okay, he has the actual error, I have the fake one. So let's do this part right here. Let's create, or I'm sorry, delete all of that. No, they're still very different from one another. I think his has the e.send if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, his is e.send. This makes sense to me, but I imagine that there are others who may be looking at this and they're like, I don't even know what you're trying to do. So I'm going to label these right quick. Oops. So we see that B is the one that has the E. So I'm going to call this theirs. Yeah, I should probably spell that correctly. And then I'm going to call this mine. Mine. And I think I'm going to cancel this. Nope, don't want to save any of that. We'll do another one. We're going to put theirs on the left and mine on the right. And I'm going to update theirs to look a little bit more like mine. So we get type error 0. They have fa.defaults. I have pa.defaults. I'm not sure what that means. Here's my assumption. Here's a guess, just based off of. Wait, am I coming out of my monitors? Give me a second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I was making sure I wasn't coming out of my speakers. So this PA and this FA, what I'm thinking is this is a minifier that's doing that. So whenever you take a piece of JavaScript code, variable names, function names, none of that stuff matters. That only matters to you and me. The only thing that matters in the grand scheme of things is the AST that gets generated. And this FA almost looks like how those automated variable names look like, or it's just like, we'll do like A, B, that kind of thing. Then yeah, see at e.send, this is t.send. So the only thing that matters is that there is some object where we're trying to call send. And when I say object, I mean like in a classical sense, not like a literal object type. ESM, SH, node, beta node, signal 1, 2. We should be able to go here and see what's there. :2, is this line 2? I don't know what that means. This :2, 1725. But I think we could look for PA or FA. Yes, here it is right here. PA.default. That looks kind of similar to this right here. PA.default type 0. So what I'm gonna do is, wait, am I okay? All right, just make sure. I want to format this JavaScript. I'm gonna do this in Visual Studio Code. Oh, it knows that this is JavaScript. Okay, fine. Let's format it. Look at that. All right, cool. So now we can actually reason about it. So we'll do pa.default. And let's see what's going on. So because of the nature of JavaScript, we can kind of figure out which one of the PAs is failing, like if there's more than one. So let's say that like there are 242 of these. We can actually figure out, well, it's not actually, here, let me do this. Let me do PA dot. Oh, there's only one. Okay, never mind. All right, so we're gonna do, we're gonna return a function. No, not yet. Var, here we go. Var IR, no idea. A, okay. It takes a callback. Z, use strict object. Oh, okay, this is something else. Object define property. So create this property. And we are going to create, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is, I mean, I see what they're doing. Functions are objects and all that, that's fine. But it looks like instead of just putting all of the stuff inside, like they're returning another, what is this? What are we returning? That prototype equals send. All right, so we're returning this. So we're gonna actually initialize this prototype thing on this function object here. I'm saying function object, here's why. If I go into Node, let's say I define a new function A, and it does nothing like that. Well, if I do type of A, I should get back function, but this is technically an object. They're the same. All right, so a function is technically a callable object. I guess Node is calling it a function line. In fact, I had to show, let's show this. Let's go to the freaking spec. MDN callable object. This is an easy way for me to get to the actual, what do you call it, the spec. Yeah, so you see here, callable. So a function is just an object that's callable. So yeah, this is, it's kind of weird, I guess. I'm not sure why it wasn't done like this, something like that, but who knows? I don't care. It's fine. We understand what's happening, which is good enough. All right, so this is happening on the dot send. So let's look for anything that has dot send. We have 38 dot sends. It's probably going to be the first one, as close to the PA as possible. And this looks to be, this could be it actually. Yeah, so we have PA is equal to whatever that is. I'm not sure. Okay. I want to say this might make sense now. So we get type error 0. PA.default is not a function, and then we see @t.send. Now I don't know if this is actually the case, but I do see that we have a something.send right there. Let's see if there's a t.send in here anywhere. There is. So this could be where it's failing. I'm not sure what this BAT is in. This would be a lot easier if I could read the actual code, which I might be able to. So let's see which whatever this is. This is node one signal. Yeah, I can read this code. I have access to this. right, we are on beta 9. So here's how this is going to happen. And I just realized I have this on my machine too. I feel dumb. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to look for .send, that particular string. I don't know if any of this is what I would expect. All right, so this should be like a module, this little bit right here. I got to figure out like where that lives because I have no idea right now. Actually, it may not even be possible without having a little bit more information. I forget what you call it, but there is, whenever you are doing TypeScript or whatever, there's a compilation that happens. What's running in the browser is JavaScript, but what we're looking at in our code is TypeScript. There is a way to map a line in JavaScript to a line in TypeScript. I forget what you call that. There's a word for it. There's a noun. I just don't remember what it is. We definitely see we are exporting. So this is the module. I just got to figure out which module this is. Easier said than done. Especially because I'm not sure if the code that I see here is calling other stuff or if it's actually pulling in the code from those other modules, like the other imports, and putting it here and mixing it with ours. So that whatever .send, that may not even be in our project. I think it is, but none of this looks promising. So what I'm going to do is run my function. Hopefully it's in my history still. Yes. Yeah. And I want to run this under debug. Maybe it'll give me a little bit more information. Is that not how you do it? Okay, I'm done. This is me. User error. Put it over here. Last time I ran it in debug mode, it would never actually serve the function. It works now, so this is good. Open up. Oh, it's not paw anymore, but it knows, so I'll just do that. All right. That's not. That doesn't give me any information. Line 20. All right, let's just look at my code first, see if there's anything silly. I think it's just me calling the thing on line 20. Yeah, that's literally it. Just calling create notification. So, ooh, actually, that's a hint. I can do that. Oh shit, that's not what I want. Let's open this up on my machine. It'll be a little bit easier for me. I need all the new. Okay, I guess that's it, right? What? Um, I am trying to figure out why when I tried to list the tags, it didn't do it. I may have typed ls. That may be it. Yeah, that's it. -L. Does that do it? Yeah. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that I actually did fetch these references here. And here's another way I could have did that. And this is for anyone who's looking, who's like, I don't know, interested in like how some of the stuff is working. We'll go into, what's this project? Node, maybe? Yeah. And what I can do is go into this directory here. Oops. And we can actually explore this. So we'll see here that we have like these refs and we have head main. So this is just a pointer to the commit SHA. On remote, we see that we have one remote called origin, and on origin we have at head, it's just pointing to ref origin main. So it's just pointing to that ref. And then here, which is the thing that it's pointing to. All right. 195 should be the same thing as, yeah, 195. The tags that I was interested in are here, and as you can see, it's just a file named after the tag, and then inside of the file it's just a commit SHA. I'm not sure what this ls is, why is that there, but 195a, this is pointing to main, right? So if we look at ls here, 195.166, we go back to main and we get, oh shit, I opened it, 195 and then a 166. I didn't try to open that. Wait, did I not just exit? Okay. Yeah. And yeah, you can see like where all of the remotes are. So we have one remote origin pointing to GitHub. And whenever I do fetch, it's going to pull refs matching this particular path. So it's going to go into refs head star. Where is refs head star? Well, look, refs heads star, everything in there on that server. All right, anyways, enough of that. If you're ever interested in knowing about Git stuff, you can always be like, hey, we'll go into details. Happy to. But for now, let's actually do the things that I need to do by looking for the function that I just saw that I need. All right, so it said on line 20, this was the function create notification. So I'm going to look for that function in this project. Okay, did TypeScript just not, is this not a TypeScript project? Maybe it's just taking a long time to like actually find symbols. All right, that's not working, so I'll just do a straight up text search. Yeah, you see it's here. It's just not finding symbols, which is stupid. Create notification. I'm looking for the definition of create notification, and I think I can get to that fairly easily, maybe, if I make this a regular expression, maybe. Or no, I can just do this. All right. I think this is it here. Create notification. This is promise default API. Okay, this is confusing. Why is this in a folder called types? This is not a type. This is a function. This is a function. This isn't a type. This is a function. It's not a type. Types don't have public access modifiers. They also don't have parameters. Well, they have parameters, but not arguments. I'm not sure how this is. Anyway, let's follow the trail. I don't like this, but let's follow the trail. It's calling into this API here. Why return the result dot to promise? Is this not a promise? Let's go and look. Oh, it returns an observable. Okay, sure. Now, it would be interesting to know where it could be failing inside of this. So this is a stack trace, by the way. I don't know if that's clear to anyone. This is where it failed here, this line 20 on mine. But then it goes into the node stuff and it fails here. But of course, this MJS doesn't map to, it doesn't map to the TypeScript code. So I got to figure out a way to get this to work. Let's see if I can point to folder with Deno. So if I can point Deno to a folder on my computer, maybe when it fails, when I run that function, and here in the stack trace, it'll actually show me the name of the file as well as the line number. Did I even say that right? Line number? Yeah, as well as the line number that's failing. Because right now I don't have anything. And I think I shared this with the SDK team. Let me check. I want to say I shared this with the SDK team and I just haven't heard anything back. Come on, Slack. Just work for once. Let me move this over here just so it's easier for me to look over here. Reproduce user issue. That's what I'm trying to. Sorry. Oh, well, come on now. What did I just do? Don't save. Gosh, I forgot the name of the product SDK. I think that's it. Wow. Why? Okay. I guess user reported should be hyphenated. I suppose that is correct. I will take it. And I will put a comma here. I'm pretty sure that's why it's complaining. And I should probably delete a space. All right. So let's find the GitHub issue. All right. Oh, actually, let me see if we even know about this. We may actually have an issue for this already, and it just may not be known about. This is one signal node, or is it? Yeah, node one signal maybe. I forgot the name of this. Is it one signal node or is it node one signal? Node one signal is what it is. One signal, node one signal. I do not see it. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know what's up, why I didn't see that. Let's find, wait, what am I looking for? Yeah, we're looking for issues. See if this has already been reported. Create notification does not work. Default API line 256. I wonder if he found it. Ah, look at that. He's using beta 9. So this is known about. Has anyone ever, this is January 19th. All right, so let me let the other person know. How do I get to him? Here. Take this and put it here. Superface. All right. This technically isn't a stack trace. We'll say this is error output. take that and we'll dump it inside of, come on now, work. We'll dump it inside of here. Relevant log output, please include a case sensitive. All right, this is different. Wait. Yeah. So their issue is slightly different. It looks like they didn't include the correct authentication stuff. Let's look at their headers. Access control, cache control. Yeah, I don't see any authorization here. This is a separate issue. This isn't the same. They're saying create notification does not work, but wait. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, it looks like they just didn't include the right headers. I don't see any authentication here. All right, so I'm gonna have to create a new issue, and I'm gonna go ahead and respond to this person. Johan Yoon. Johan Yoon. Okay, I think I can spell that. Yo and you. All right, perfect. Wait. I changed from app key to user key. It works normally. Okay, well this isn't. You know what? This could be the solution. Something may have gotten updated and I wasn't told, or people weren't told, or someone wasn't told. And we could be looking for the wrong thing, trying to pass the wrong thing. So here, this person, excuse me, they said that they set something to user key versus app key, and it just worked. I don't see any of the keys that he's talking about. Oh, here, never mind. I'm lying. That's a lie. So he says that he changed it to user key. I have user key, but I also have app key. I don't know what that's about. Look at that. I'm not getting any form of help here. That's awesome, isn't it? Using TypeScript, but I don't get any of the TypeScript. But I get all of the bad things like this. Like, I don't know why, but it is what it is. I wonder if this is even going to allow me. No, I can't even go to the definition. What's the point of Deno if like I don't get it. I'm not hot on it. Like I know people are probably being like I'm hating, but like I really don't like it. This is not a great experience. It's never worked properly for me in 5 years or 4 years, ever. But apparently it works for other people, just not me. How silly is it that I have to like go to the project over here to look at stuff, but like I can't just do it here, even though this is TypeScript. These types should exist, but no, it's just any. So I don't know. Maybe is Deno on? Maybe if I restart Deno, maybe. I'm typing this to see, or I'm looking to see if there's anyone who's come up with any workarounds to make working with Deno not a shitty experience. Typically you can get that with like, oh, something sucks. If the person is not just hating, like they could be like, oh yeah, this sucks. Here's what you can do to circumvent all of this suck-assness to make it somewhat usable. Or like, here's some stuff that I was trying to do and like I installed these tools and it made my life a little bit easier. I'm looking for something like that because like I've written off Deno like years ago and I've said I would never touch it again, but unfortunately I'm having to touch it again. So I'm just like, it's been years and it to me, it doesn't seem like it's improved at all. No, it doesn't seem like they're giving any. Okay, they're just telling me stuff I already know that I don't care about. I want to know, how can I make it better? How to improve Deno experience. How about that? Spell it properly. Oh, there's a new version? Could I do that? Like, what version? Can I just update Deno? That would make my life, like, if it stops sucking from an update, that would be dope. I'm tripping. So brew upgrade Deno? I think that's how I installed Deno. You know what? I just did all that. I forgot. I feel stupid now. The version of Deno, I don't have control over. It's running in the Docker container. So yeah, that's not gonna help me. Yeah, that sucks. That's not gonna help me. But yeah, I'm really at a loss. I don't know how to like get to the information I need. So I'm going to try to connect to the Docker container and see if I have any form of support there, like for this Deno stuff. It's probably this right here, this Kong. And yeah, if we can look in the file system. If I had to take a guess as to where this would be, I would probably put it in Etsy, assuming that it's hosted in like HA Proxy or like what's the other thing, Nginx. I don't see any of those things here, so chances are it's not using that. It's in dev. Nothing that I care about. Bin, nothing. Home, Kong. Nope, that's just YAML. I need to know where it's throwing my code at inside of here. I would have expected it to just be like a dump of just files here, like just put the raw files here and not be in a folder. Let's see, let's just connect to it. Okay, can I not connect to it? I guess it's still starting. Unavailable. What? All right, so I can't log into. Oh my gosh, this is becoming silly. I want that. I typed the word actually. I want it. Don't fucking remove that. I know why they don't want it, but like I actually want that there. There's a reason why I want it. If it was, I actually want that too. More than freaking correcting me. All right. I think I just need to create a new issue. Where's the function that I called? That's not what I wanted. One thing I'm going to try in a second is I'm going to do this outside of a deno environment to see if it's the same. In fact, I may do that before I actually create the issue. All right, so this is fine. I'm going to create a node project. I wish I had a boilerplate for this. I hate creating TypeScript projects in Node. Yes, Node boilerplate. Let's see if there's a boilerplate. I don't have to think. Or I can probably use one of those command line application builder things. All right, let's see how this works. Is it node one signal or yarn one signal node? I keep forgetting. It's so hard. Node one signal. Okay. It's node one signal. Oh, nah. Node one signal. There's a CLI. Okay, okay. Well, that's actually what I was thinking about doing initially. I was just doing a CLI to make it easy to call, but it looks like that's already done. Let's see, what else do I need to do or learn? All right, so yarn CLI is going to run foo, I suppose. Let's see. Yarn CLI. Yeah, okay, it's just running foo, which is just this right here. So we're going to export a new function, send notification, send notif, and this will be an asynchronous function. We'll put a message here, which will be of type string. And what I'm going to do is just like copy and paste over code, essentially. It's not going to work, but it doesn't need to work yet. Just need to get the boilerplate over. I'm gonna take all of this part. Oh, yeah, we'll take all of it. Remove the stuff I don't need. So inside of here, we don't need to return anything anymore. We should probably. Something's wrong here. All right, so message no longer. We're passing a message, so we can delete that. One signal notification. All right, one signal ID. I don't have that yet, but I will. Segments. All right, so we want to say who do we want to send it to. So we'll say segments. This will be an array of strings. No, we'll do that. We're only going to send the segments because that's what's here. All right. So what we're just going to do is dump it out. Segments, like so. One signal app ID. I should be able to get this from the environment, so we'll just like do this thing right here. And that's going to come outside of here. We don't need to do that every single time. Go to process inv, and it's probably going to be called one signal app ID. It doesn't exist yet, so I will create it as one signal app ID. All right, so now we have our one signal app ID. Okay. All right, I need to import one signal. Yeah, it's not happy. All right, sure. Import one signal. I don't even know how you import one signal. Star, okay. No, one signal, all right. All right, why is this unhappy? Is it because it didn't actually install it? I need to see what version I pulled. This is wrong. I think this should be 1.0.0 beta 9 or something like that. Let's just copy it from here. Please choose a version. Wait, what? Did I install the right thing? Note one signal. I think I may have installed the wrong one. Yes, I did. All right, let's remove node one signal. All right, there we are. It got the right version. And restart TypeScript. Man, I wish I can disable Nano completely. it was upset that this string right here, because this is inf, it could be undefined, it may not be there. So this has to be defined. And I'm just using this right here to just say, you know what, it will be defined, just ignore it. Cannot find name 1 6. Okay, sure. Capitalize it. Default maybe. Dot. Obviously, I'm not importing this correctly because I don't see what I would expect to see. Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot. I didn't copy over all the code yet. I'm not done. I need to go here and copy this code. There we are. Now we're good. We're going to call this the OS client. Like so. And we're going to pass in the configuration, which also doesn't exist. So let's make it exist. One of these things will exist, the other one will not. Well, neither one of these exists right now. So let's make some stuff, make it pretend like it'll exist. So this is going to be the user key, one signal user key. And this will be the app key. All right, now we have our configuration, we have our client, and now we're going to use our client to send the thing. So we'll say OS client, and that will do the notification things. Where's my try? Did I not copy that? Is that the issue? Yeah, that was one of the issues. Now we gotta close this function out. All right. Not sure why it's putting these semicolons here, but it's annoying me. Who says that this is forbidden? Don't tell me what the hell is forbidden in my own project. This is my computer. Like, how am I forbidden to do what I want on my computer? I'm gonna do it for this entire file. Log code pass return a value. Don't care. In fact, I don't even want to return a response. What I would instead do is just log out whatever is here. So we'll do console log like so, and we'll call this the response, notification response. Create notif response. Like that. And I don't care about any of these other things. Oh wait, I was already doing it. My gosh, I feel dumb now. Except I'm not all the way dumb. I actually wanted this message instead of whatever that message is. All right. Cool. So we have all the things. Let's see if we can get this to work. Don't do that. Is there an environment file anywhere? How does this work with the environment? .js. What's here? I don't know what the hell that is. See if we have .env installed in here. I don't see it. Go to the CLI. Am I in the right project? Oh, I'm in the wrong project. Oh my gosh. All right, let me move that over to the side. Where's the right project? I close it? What? I think I just lost the project. I don't need this anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it because it's only gonna cause confusion to me. Let me also stop this server over here. Stop. So I've already reproduced this in the Supabase side, but I'm also trying to reproduce it on the Node side, so there's no excuses saying like, oh, this is just Supabase. Nah, like we're gonna make this not work on Node so that it's forced to be dealt with. I don't have that right now. I'm closing stuff because like it's getting a little confusing for me. What's that? Yeah. And I get to open that thing again because I think I closed it on accident. I'm gonna go ahead and run this. So let's take the send notif. I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna take send notif, and then we're gonna send notif, and it takes in some stuff, maybe a message and segments, all subscribed users. I don't know if that's actually the name of the segment. I'm gonna go look later. I don't expect this to work. This should fail. I'm only doing this, actually before let's call this .then, we'll just log out, whatever. I don't really care. Just like log it out as info. And we'll also do the same thing with the error. I don't care to do anything with it. I'll just pass in a function to run. So we'll use the error. Now this isn't gonna work. Why isn't it gonna work? It's because I don't have some of the stuff defined. Let's put a test right here. Like I don't have the app ID or app key or any of that stuff. I don't have any of that defined. Yarn CLI. I just want to make sure that I get the error, right? So we see that it's working. I'm just making sure that my setup is correct. And we look here and look at that. So it's set up correctly. It's just giving me the error app ID not found. So let's give it an app ID to work with. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I need. All right, let's find the app to work with. We'll use this one. So this is going to be my app ID. Where's app ID at? App ID. All right, so I don't have an environment file yet, so I got to create it. Let's do that now. This is going to be my app. One single app ID. I'm not typing that. I'm going to just copy it. That way, when I type it wrong, I don't have to worry about it and be like, oh, I made a mistake. All right. And let's move this to the side. I don't have to keep going back and forth. Move it down here. All right, I need the user key and the app key. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's the rest key. Let's get those other keys. So we'll come into key IDs and then we'll take in this REST API key. I'm going to move this to another screen right quick. I don't want to share this. And I also need to get a new user key because I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna just generate it. Copy that, save it, and yep. All right, cool. So now we have the inf. Now I need to do the I need to like do stuff. Main might be the perfect place to do it. So I think I can do like I don't know how you do .inf. Let's just find it. .inf. All right, here is .inf. I think this is the one for Node JavaScript. Yeah, it is. So the way it works is you just do this, or I can do this bit right here. And not find .inf. It's interesting because I thought I just installed it. All right, so y'all just saw some, so I gotta redo my user key. Sometimes I really dislike these tools because I didn't even have, like, it wasn't even open. I don't even know how that opened. Yep, so give me a second. I'm regenerating keys. Let's hope that Visual Studio Code doesn't take it upon itself to open a file that I didn't ask it to open. All right, and I have one more key to regenerate. By the way, to generate a new key, you just, on the project itself, you just do generate and then type in a thing to confirm. I should be able to press enter here. Why can't I press enter? This is the form. All right, let's resize this right quick. Take a little video. All right. And let's hope that it got my keyboard input. Typically it does. Yep, see? Yeah. I should be able to press enter. Let's see if I can do command enter. Nope, not that either. So it just went away. So we're gonna generate a new key. Next, push. Both of those should work. Neither works. I have to do this. That's not a great experience. All right, so I just got a new API key. Let me update my environment. All right, now let's hope that it didn't just open it again. I forgot. I need to do the .m thing. Completely forgot about that. How do you do that? Why is it saying that I don't have it installed though? That's concerning. Did I install the right .env? I don't know. Yeah, definitely the right one. It's almost as if it's not installed. Okay, all right, looks like it's installed now. Let's try to run this CLI now. App ID not found. Huh? App ID not found. All right, I gotta do this over here in my environment. It's not a different app ID. I don't understand why you couldn't find it. Yeah, this is a poor error message. It's not good at all. All right, so it's not finding my app ID. What did I do? Did I not set the app ID? Is that it? Is it not finding that app ID? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's print out my app ID. App ID is undefined. Okay, this is a terrible error message because it says the app ID is not found when the app ID is undefined. Tell me my app ID is undefined. Like, oh my gosh. Sorry, that's not gonna happen. Okay, I think it's not. It just doesn't want me to. Okay, fine. Man, sometimes I don't like these block editors because they don't allow you to do stuff, and I would like to be able to do stuff. Yeah, man, I will just take a screenshot and I don't know, just copy the whole layer. How about that? So we're going to do this. Just copy everything. All right, so the issue is, I know what the issue is now. It's just that it's this whatever this is isn't being loaded. It's just not being loaded. I don't know. I think that there is a way to provide a path to the location of the M file. Or I can hook into the script CLI here. I can maybe do it there. So we'll do -R, that. And I think if I do this, I don't need to do this up here. If I'm not mistaken. Let's try it. All right, this is an issue. It's not loading my environment. So what I'm going to try is to, oh wait, no, I'm stupid now. I know why I didn't load my environment. I didn't give it the right file. How do I give it a path? Oh, you do it. Okay, that's config. Okay. Well, then maybe I want to undo what I've done on the CLI bit and then redo what I like undo what I just, I don't know. I'm gonna do it this way. And looking here, there's a path. I thought I saw it. I literally just saw somewhere you could put a path in the config. Let's look for all the places where I have a config. Path. Okay. I'm pretty sure I could have just used TypeScript to help now that I have not Deno. Deno doesn't work, but like this should work. And it looks like it's relative path, hopefully. So let's see where we are. Domain, we go up one direct. Yeah, it's just back up one. .env, .local. ID not found still, okay. You know what? Let's just rely on convention. We're gonna call this .env. Save this. Let's see what we get now. All right, there we are. So it's happy. We get the app ID undefined. So this works. This works. This isn't good though. You may be like, oh yeah, this is good. No, it's not good because if it works here, I had to ask the necessary question: why doesn't it work in the other project, which I seem to have closed? We'll open this one. Oh, my bad. I just saw that I got a question. This one. Wondering what is this stream devlog series about? Like what project tech are you working on with? This devlog series is about me working. That's it. It's, I don't know. It's just like a blog. It's just like other people go out and do stuff and just vlog about it and nothing. I'm not out in the world doing anything right now. I work a lot, so I just vlog what I'm doing at work. Yeah, so it's not really about anything. It's about whatever you ask. So if you have questions, I will answer them. So if you want it to be about something, you can make it about what you want it to be about by participating. What projects am I working on? At the moment, I'm trying to reproduce a user's bug. I have reproduced it, and I just tried to reproduce it in another environment, specifically Node. I'm unable to reproduce it there. It's only happening in a Deno environment in Supabase. So right now I'm about to try to like figure out what's the difference. Like, why is it working in one and not the other? And if I can't get to anything, I'm also going to look into running this in a Deno exclusive environment, a Deno environment that I control. At the moment, this is running in a Deno environment in a Docker container that's a part of Supabase. I don't have any control over that, but I can take the same code and try to run it locally against my own Deno environment to see if I get the same results. If I do, then it gives me a little bit more information. Other things that I tend to work on is for work is like documentation. Sometimes I build projects or code samples. I can stream that. Like for work, I'll stream it. Sometimes I can't because it's stuff that isn't public yet. On weekends, I have this project. I call it my excuse for content. It's literally a project that's sole existence is for me to stream. So it's just me working on some random thing live. So I have something to do. And then finally, tech art am I working with? I work with a lot of things, like across all kinds of different types of things. I do data engineering type of stuff, machine learning. There's mobile, desktop application stuff, web services. I don't actually do SDK development, but I'm close to it. Like I work with a team that does SDK development for 15? I don't know. Let's just see. I should know this, but I don't. Hopefully no one's watching me and judging me for not knowing these things. Let's go to GitHub right quick. And we'll go into OneSignal /SDKs. I think. Yeah, so. Oh my gosh. So whatever's here is what stuff I will work with. And there's also stuff that's not here that I'll work with. Like I've been doing some stuff with Supabase. I plan to do some stuff with Svelte. Soon, actually. I'm getting to a point where I am going to need to work with webhooks and all that kind of stuff. Wait, is it Svelte or is it... Shit, what's the name of it? Sweet or SV... Gosh, I forgot the name of the company. Oh man. Anyway, it's fine. I don't need to do that. This is distraction. All right. Anyways, let's try to see if I can get this to give me any information as to what's going on. I was doing push to all subs. If we look at these very closely, we don't have to look that closely, but we zoom in just a tad. All right. So if you look kind of close, we'll see here that this and this over here are basically the same. Like I put some stuff up here, but like this is basically the same and it works here, but it doesn't work over here. Why? That is the question. Why? Go back to my issue though, because I was in the middle of creating one and I don't want to lose it because I sometimes lose stuff accidentally and I may have already done it. But I may have already lost it. Damn it. Oh, no, I haven't. All right, perfect. Okay, so some other information that I want to share is that this doesn't happen in Node. For reference, is that how you spell it? For reference, here's like this is probably going to be TypeScript, I think. Yeah, so I can just literally just copy all of this. Is this JavaScript or type? Yeah, it's TypeScript. Okay. And let's go ahead and submit that. And I also want to CC someone, so we'll CC that person. I forgot his name. I think I have it in my clipboard though. Oh man. All right, now I have to go look for the original issue and find this person's name. Oh, here, that. B. What? I can't pronounce that. All right, now I will alert the team. All right, that's reported. There's not much else that I can do. I've reproduced the issue. I could fix it, but I have to keep in mind that that's no longer my role. I no longer develop. Holy shit. 36 people watching. Where y'all watching from? Where'd y'all come from? Must have just got raided or something. Don't know. Let me see. Oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, there are people. They're like, are there actual people are talking in the chat? My bad, y'all. I don't have chat up. No, I'm so used to not like people not saying anything. I just close it. So my bad. Let me see what y'all got going on. Good beats and clickety clackety. Yeah, that's for you. I put a lot of effort into making sure these click clacks are loud and audible. That overlay, yeah. Oh, dude. Actually, since y'all are here, hi. This is me. I'm Will. I didn't realize anyone was here watching. Welcome to my stream. I stream on a bunch of different platforms, and it's hard to keep track of all of the comments that come from different places, so I don't. So apologies. Yeah, dude. Nate over here, he's like high contrast things for the win, for sure. Like, I don't understand people who like want these low contrast things. Like, can you see? Maybe they're young. I think that's what it is. I'm old. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I had no idea that y'all were here. Apologies. And yeah, writing issues. Y'all came from the interwebs. Where y'all coming from? How'd y'all come across me? Is it Dax? Is that the person who rated me? Appreciate it, whoever just rated. Yes, I do have a face. I don't know, man. Like, I think voices are subjective, right? Someone may like my voice, other people may hate my voice. Who hate my voice, so it's fine. And yeah, appreciate it. Get pushed, get paid too far. Wait. Oh, is that the person who rated? From THDXR. Okay. All right. I think I should follow this person. I appreciate it. I imagine that you all are tech people if you're over here watching this. Let me find you right quick. TXT. I can't even say that. THDXR. How about that? Yeah. All of my streams are love view count, to be honest. I've gotten the impression that no one really gives a shit about what I do, like programming or development or developer relations. So I'm a developer advocate now, by the way. I'm a former engineer back in the day. Oh yeah. Man, why don't you give it to me phonetically then? Like, how do you say this? Because I'm trying to pronounce this like the Dexter. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's interesting with this tech thing because you hear so many people, like, they always seem like they express all this interest in this technology and like either through games or through apps or through building like these websites. And then when you start showing people how to actually do it, I find that most people, they kind of just like, they're just like, nah, this isn't for me, and they go away from it. I would almost say like 90% of the people who've come to me personally and said, hey, I want to learn how to do this, I'll give them the information. I'll even say, hey, I'm even willing to show you and teach you myself. The follow through on their end is non-existent, to the point where I've just given up on people. I've become cynical. Yeah, that's how we feel. You just spell out. Call him Dax. All right, yeah, I'm gonna call you Dax, bro. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Dax. And I did say I was gonna look for you on this platform, Twitch. I think that's where. Yeah, y'all are on Twitch. Let me come over there right quick. Find you. DXR. I'm curious, what kind of content do you all like watching? Like, what kind of stuff what are you interested in? I'm willing to talk about whatever. Let me follow you. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, bro. I know who you are. Oh my gosh. I was just watching your video yesterday. You were, on YouTube. You had a video on YouTube. I was just watching. I think I just subscribed to you. You did I think you did an interview with with Astro. Is that you? Is that who you are? Damn. If that's you, like, if this is, because you look like the same person, I think it's that same person. If you're the person who did that video with the interview, the Astro, that shit was funny as fuck. I love that. Do more stuff like that. Yeah. Damn. All right, now you done got me excited, bro. Like I didn't realize you were somebody I actually follow. I actually follow a lot of people, but on YouTube. I'm new to Twitch. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow you. I thought I followed you, but I didn't. Who else should I follow? Who else is here? Who I should follow? Who else is doing interesting stuff? I can subscribe to you on YouTube as well. I think you can post a link in the chat. Maybe you could try it. I don't know. Or if you can't, just like give me your handle or whatever on like the platform, and I'll go and follow you. Follow adam.dev. All right, cool. Adam.dev. Anybody else? Like, and this is for everyone. Like, if you're watching and you're just like, hey, like, no, you need to be up on this person, let me know. Because I've had a lot of trouble finding like Twitch streamers who do like this kind of thing. I have a few, like I looked, but like Twitch doesn't do a very good job of promoting streamers or like of discovery in general. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Dude, actually, well, speaking about creators supporting creators, I actually, since I now know that we actually have some creators here, I do want to talk about the thing that I've been working on, this project that I kind of hinted at. It's my excuse for content. Here's what it is. All right, so I'm calling it YTT Gen. The reason why is because I don't like names. It's YouTube title generator. It's OpenAI. It's just you give it a description, it's going to generate a title, also thumbnail. Also keep all of your for me, this is for me. I stream to all these different platforms and I have descriptions and like what I did, and I want to update those all at one time. And I also want to have other people be able to follow me, but I own my followers. What do I mean by that? All of your followers on Twitch and on YouTube, they have a username, but you don't know who they are, right? Like there's no email, there's nothing. And I was like, well, it'll be dope if, given that I publish to all these different places, what if someone just comes to my thing and they're like, hey, I'm interested in this type of content from you. I want to subscribe to these things. Notify me, push notification, email, whatever. And on the flip side, I will have their email address, so I actually know who they are. So I can start to collect information like, where are they from, what age group they're in. So I know something about the people who like my audience, right? Instead of what YouTube is telling me or what Twitch is telling me or what Twitter tells me, I know that for myself. I think it's really important to have ownership in everything that I do, right? And I don't like the idea of like just letting YouTube and Instagram and all these other tech platforms know who my audience is and make a shit ton of money off of it and like do things to my audience that I may not be happy about, or deliver experiences that I don't want my audiences to have. So this YTT Gen is kind of like a step in that direction of how do I own my audience, and not in a bad way, but just more in I want to know who my audience is so that I can talk to them directly. I don't want to talk to people through Twitter or through Twitch or through any of these other things. Twitter should be obvious, right? Like Elon Musk bought them and it's becoming a thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Anyways, apologies, I went on a rant. But yeah, it's stuff like that. Like I'm building stuff for that. You have to basically go Twitter, YouTube for discovery. Twitch is not good for that. Yeah, I've noticed, which is why this stream that y'all are watching on Twitch right now is actually on YouTube. So if you actually go and follow me on YouTube, which is the same, it's just iamwillshepherd. Oh wait, this isn't YouTube, I'm tripping. Y'all are also going to learn that I'm not that bright. Sometimes I make stupid mistakes like that. So yeah, if you come here to YouTube, I actually post all of my stuff here. So if you're curious to see any of the other stuff that I've been doing, why did I go to analytics? There's a playlist that I want you to go look at on my channel. So we come here and there should be playlist. You're not going to see all of these playlists, but the one that you should be after is called Devlogs. Here we are here. So I don't know why it took me to here, but yeah, you can see all 80 plus that I have on YouTube. Unfortunately, when I first started streaming, it was to Twitch exclusively. So I have another like 60 that are just gone because Twitch deletes them after 2 weeks. So yeah. All right, let me try to get through some of these comments. It's hard to keep up. The streams about exposing Twitch streamers. No. All right, that was funny. The streams are about exposing Twitch streamers running fake prize scams. I don't run fake prize scams. In fact, I don't even give out prizes. Although, I mean, if people were watching and like, you know, people are communicating and engaging, I'd be up for doing stuff like that. Not to people who already have things. So a little bit about me, just a little backstory. Let's just say that I've been relatively fortunate and successful in life, and I believe in something called paying forward. So when I was growing up, let's just say I grew up in not the place that I am now. I'll just say that. My grandpa was a driver for a large home company called U.S. Home, Lennar Home. It became Lennar Home. And the CEO and the chairman of that company had polio. And he didn't want to take a private jet anywhere. He believed in driving everywhere for some reason. So my grandpa, who did other stuff because I guess they were friends somehow. I don't understand this. You know, poor black man with a very rich, like Jewish person who owns a company. I don't know, but somehow he asked my grandpa to drive one of those big ass tour buses, like 45, 50 feet long, everywhere across the U.S. to all of their different HQs across the country. And that family had a huge, profound impact on my life. So every summer they would invite me on their trips with them to all of their HQs across the southern part of America. And you know, the wife or his wife was a dean of a local university here, and they're all PhDs. Like her whole family, her mom, they're all like big in the New York college scene. So I remember growing up, they would always quiz me on all these types of things and like make sure that I knew that it was important that I learned how to do stuff and I knew how to use tools. Fast forward to today. As a result of their help, I went to college. You know, I graduated, got a pretty decent job, got to a point where I made some money, and now I'm at a point now where it's just like I want to pay it back, right? So I can't do anything for them, unfortunately. Like they are much better off than me. You know, like if let's say you know someone they have, you know, they're $250 million, right? Like what can you give them? And I think that the best way that I can like make them proud, which I mean, they've already told me they were proud, but like, well, the wife did, the Mr. Strutler, he died, but I think the best way that I can make them proud, as well as my grandparents who are no longer here, is by being successful and making sure that I can have other people be successful, right? So it's not just enough for me. I had to help other people do it. Anyways, let me keep on going. Discovery on Twitch is hard. Yeah, you're not wrong. They try. You basically have to go to Twitter. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That sounds dope. Start a new app to steal idea. Hey, bro, like, honestly, I'm all for, like, sharing app ideas. Like, the last thing that I was building was something called Post Apply. I got almost to the point of launching and didn't actually launch due to the economic downturn. It was for recruiters, actually. About a year ago, 2 years ago, or is it 3 years ago now? I don't know. I was kind of like, let's just say like I don't know. I don't want to say VP of engineering. I was head of engineering. How about that? Like temporary interim head of engineering for a company. And I was tasked with helping grow a team. And I learned firsthand how difficult it is to hire people, engineers specifically. And I didn't know this because most engineers aren't in the business of like hiring people. As a result of that, it taught me a very good lesson, and I started building a SaaS to kind of help out with that. Happy to go through that one day. It'll take a little bit of time because I've kind of like spun down the project. It's still running on a server, but like I got to go and like make sure stuff is working. But it's this whole like assessment technology where instead of you telling me, hey, I know how to do something, the whole application process takes place over HTTP. The whole interview process takes place over Git and GitHub. So your code project is delivered on GitHub. You do PR review, you get feedback. The feedback is from the PR comments. The engineers who are actually doing the review, if they approve it or whatever, that ties into your ATS, your applicant tracking system, to do stuff. I integrated with Lever. I don't know if y'all have heard of that, but yeah. No longer doing that though, unfortunately. Have you heard of Lens? Has a lot of similar principles. I have not heard of Lens. If you shared a link, it didn't share with me. I actually don't know how you can send this if you find me on Discord, maybe you can do it there. Let me pull up Discord so I can share my username. You can feel free to add me there, or whatever, ask questions that way, or email me. Here's my email. Yes. All right, my bad. Audio went out. Every time I open up Discord, it causes my audio to screw up. So I closed Discord, so I don't know my name on Discord, but you can email me. It's will@codeandcolor.io, like will, like WILL, at CODEN color.io. It's my Twitch handle, just FYI. Talk your audience through your content via data points collected. Interesting. Yeah, like that's one of the things. Like if you are a creator, like you're creating this for an audience, and most of the time you don't know who they are unless you're in person in real life. And that's an issue, because like for me, if I'm trying to do educational content, let's say that for instance, well, if I'm doing that, it would be nice to know if the people who are watching, are they very beginner, like college level, high school level? Are they mid-career, where they've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years? Are they senior, where they've been doing it for 10 years? Are they beyond senior? And also, like, what is their level of experience? Have they built more than just a web app that a few hundred people or a few thousand people use? We don't know. I don't know. Let's see. We came for coding and got hit with a hit like, subscribe, and the bell icon. My bad, bro. I can go back to coding if you really want me to. What was it built on? If you're talking about post supply, that was built on Next.js, GraphQL, TypeScript, React, Prisma. Man, it was a lot of stuff. It's a very large project. In fact, when I say it's a large project, it's comprised of 5 different projects. There's stuff for emails, because email correspondence. There was stuff, a service to run the actual interview thing on GitHub. There was a service to run the application process through HTTP. And then there was another service that I started building to allow for people to apply using a GraphQL endpoint. Basically, I was trying to get to a point to where it became generic enough to where if you're a particular company using a particular set of technologies, you can set up in my thing here, I'm using these technologies. I want to make sure that this candidate is effective at it, right? So yeah. Just a heads up, I think your title is wrong. Did you mean to put April 5th? Yes, I did. And just a little bit of heads up, this is the second stream. The first one got fucked up and it failed and it crashed, and I started it again. I was angry. I wasn't looking. Apologies. I'll update it though. All right, you're on the Wireframe Discord. Oh yeah, I am. So let's just say that I am friends. I'm from Houston. Maybe that's gonna give you a little bit of context. I'm in Houston, Texas. Do you know Joe? Do you know him, or are you just like, is that how you got into to Wirestream or Wire or whatever? Or do you know the other person? I don't know the other person. I think his name is Alex or something like that, or A. It starts with an A. I don't know him. I only know Joe and Kyle. So yeah. All right, so I'm caught up with questions. Apologies to all you who are like looking at me, who wanted to see me code. I can go back to that. Yeah. So yeah, if you, I'm in that Discord because not for the tech stuff, but because like I'm mostly just friends. So like I'm one of the server boosters in that channel. No, I disagree. I don't think I should do what I want, because at the end of the day, I'm really doing this for people like you. Like, I mean, why would I stream it? I don't watch these, so it's really for people like you. So if you all want to see certain things, or if you have questions, if you want to have a certain type of conversation, let me know. All right. Believe it or not, this is my job now. So My job is to talk to you, developers. Like, what's on your mind? Like, what are the problems that you all are having? What are the things that you're trying to build? Now, I'm happy to direct it if you want, like, you know, but I prefer to just have y'all talk to me. The tech stack for this, if you're talking about this, if this is YTT Gen, the project, the excuse for content that I'm talking about, that's Next.js, TRPC. Actually, it's T3. Have you heard of, gosh, what's his name? Thea. Gosh, he's the founder of Ping, this company, PIG, whatever. Founder of this company. He should have an about on here. I think he has an about. Maybe you all know him. I don't know his. I know him as Thea. Okay, well, I don't see him on here, but like, he's one of the co-founders of this company. So it's basically T3 stack, Prisma, except I did change the stack a little bit. They're using some stuff that I didn't want to use. I pulled out their Next auth, and I'm now using Supabase auth, and I pulled out something else. I forgot. But I'm happy to go through that on the weekend when like I do it, because a lot of times I don't even know what's going on. I forget because I only work on it live on stream. All right, so we see. Wait, is it not going to view it? That's broadcast. So I'm torn between expanding in cybersecurity or coding development. Do both. I started out in cyber, believe it or not. I started my teams, or not my teams. I started my school security team in 2011 in undergrad, and I was actually going down that track. In fact, I actually used to do spooky stuff. I'll just say spooky stuff, and that was actually the direction that I was going, was into cybersecurity. And I ended up getting a job, not because I applied, but my professor recommended me to one of his colleagues, I guess one of his people in his network, and you know, they offered me a job. And at that time, I'm like, I'm not about to say no. I'm not about to say, oh, I want to do this. I was just about money. I don't really care about anything. I'm just like, I just need the money, and I chased the money. So that got me into software engineering. Because before this, like when I went to school, I had no intentions of becoming a software developer, a software engineer, or anything related to this. I had intentions to go back and continue doing my music until, that went sideways. And yeah. The Tony Kano depth to get into if you don't have a background with the lower barrier entry. Cybersec will always have a job. Let's see. Let me follow this person. The Tony Kano. Did I not spell that right? The Tony Kano? Or is that a YouTube channel? Or is this just a person? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I see. I'm still figuring this out. Currently do IT. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, to be fair, like, I think all software developers do IT. I'm very generic when it comes to it. Information technology. At the end of the day, most engineers are working with information. Data, information, whatever you want to call it. Like, at the end of the day, we're all in IT. We all exist to make communications easier. I think that's the thing that a lot of folks miss with this internet stuff, is that at the end of the day, it boils down to communication. So if you can get to a point to where like you see that it's about connecting people, then you win, right? Like if you look at the history or the innovation of how we communicated, if you go back 200, 300 years ago, if you want to get a message from point A to point B, that may take, a day, a week, a month, up to maybe half a year, depending on where that message needed to go. And that started to get a little bit slower. We introduced railroads. It brought the post down to less than a couple weeks, at least in the US, the contiguous US at least. And then we get to the point where we get the telegraph, and now all of a sudden we can now send messages at the speed of light. We just can't send long messages because bandwidth, as well as, takes a lot of time to do it. And we keep building these things. We get telephony systems where we're able to actually talk. And now we're not sending like these clicks, Morse code. We're not Morse coding to each other, and it makes it even faster to the point that now we have internet, where it's like it's still at the speed of light, but now the I guess the fidelity of the information is it's so much higher than it used to be, because you get video now. You can actually see me. You can actually see the things that I'm doing. It's all communication at the end of the day. So like we enable it. So yeah, cybersec, I feel like it's based all around getting certificates to be validated by dev. It's look at what I can build. Yes and no. I think it depends on where you are, right? So if you are in the consulting world, which half of my career was spent consulting, doing like business as well as technical consulting, you're right. And they do that because they're trying to signal to their clients, these other companies, typically larger companies, that their talent, that's what they call them now, that their talent is very experienced and that they can do the work. So they will rely on certificates to like signal to their clients that, hey, we can do the work. That exists in development too. It's not just information security. It just depends on where you are. I noticed that when I went away from the consulting role, like it's actually the opposite. So getting certificates or certifications is actually frowned upon. It's looked down upon. So I actually have certificates. Like I did a lot of security stuff back in the day, like seriously, like CISSP, that kind of shit, as well as gosh, what's the other one? CEH and some other stuff. Like I've done these things, but you will never know. I don't put them on my resume. I don't think I put them on my LinkedIn, and I generally don't even talk about it. And I have like Microsoft certs, you know, for programming languages like C#, as well as F#, as well as JavaScript, as well as .NET, as well as some other crap for SharePoint. And the reason why I got it is because my company at the time, they paid for it. They gave bonuses. They're like, you know, if you take this test, we'll give you $500. And back then, as like a 20-year-old child, I thought that was a lot of money. If someone was like, hey, we'll give you $500 to take a test, I'd be like, no, it's fine. It's not going to do anything for me. Yeah, I mean, you're right. But the cool thing about this field is that you can get experience for free, right? So the way that I got my first experience with programming is through open source. Like no one stops you from contributing to a project. You can submit a PR. You don't have to work for the company. In fact, one of the things that I looked for when I was looking at individuals to hire is their GitHub. Like what projects, or GitLab if they're using GitLab, or I say GitHub, I'm really saying that to mean any publicly available code that I can look at, like if they built any projects on their own. So these days, to get experience, just build your own shit. I would almost argue that it's worse to get experience on the job because you're going to learn bad things. Every company that I've worked at, when I look at the code base, I'm not impressed. So I would prefer to, I would look at open source code base because those are more likely to be better. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. I'm going to go with this opinion. I feel this way. I think that they're better because they are public, because people are going to look at it. And if my mindset is that if you're the type of person that's going to publish anything that you've worked on, you're probably going to put a little bit of effort to make sure that it doesn't embarrass you. And I think that that's what happens in open source a little bit more often than like closed source stuff. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to like put down closed source stuff. I'm more trying to say that I think that open source has more, I guess, more judgment placed upon it. So it has to be better to be used. I hope that makes sense. What's your opinion on the Twitter recommendation algorithm? I don't really have an opinion on the Twitter recommendation algorithm. And here's the reason why. It's that I don't use Twitter. Yes, I'm on Twitter. You may be like, oh, I found you on Twitter. You may find me on Twitter, but I don't really truly use Twitter. But you should follow me, by the way, even though I don't use it. Follow me there. It makes me look good. Like you won't get anything from me. The only thing you'll see is that I stream. That's the only thing. But yeah, I don't really use Twitter at all. And even when I come to this front page, like I ignore it. And it's not even actively. It's just like, I just don't care. Like nothing about Twitter I care about. I don't care about anyone's opinions on Twitter. In general, like it's just, I don't know. I feel kind of messed up for saying that. But like at the end of the day, it's just like, if you're not in my community, it's just like, I don't know. I got to know you, I guess. I've heard that, actually not even heard. I saw that they open sourced their, I don't know, the Twitter stuff. I cloned it in one of my orgs that I'm in. Yeah, here we are, the algorithm. So I haven't actually looked through this, and I knew that it was in Scala. For a little bit of disclosure, I have a buddy who works there, so he's giving me a little bit of insight into like what stuff is written in, and I'm actually familiar with Scala. Fortunately or unfortunately, it was the functional language that we had to learn in college, along with Scheme and J. So I happen to know Scala. No, I take that back. I don't know Scala. I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, he knows Scala, let's give him that. I don't know Scala. I do this often where I won't say anything that I know because I don't want to do it. It's kind of a bad habit, but yeah, it works for me. Anyways, I haven't actually gone through their source code to like really get an understanding of what they were doing in the algorithm. But one thing that could be fun to do is if I can point this to ChatGPT and see if ChatGPT 4 can just like summarize it. That would be dope. Man, like I can't tell you how I really feel about Twitter because I'm streaming on LinkedIn, which is I'm supposed to be more professional there. So I can't use some of the select choice words that I really have in my heart to describe Twitter. But like none of them are good. And this isn't a new thing for me. Like I've never been a fan of Twitter. Even the day that it came out, I was just like, this is stupid. And I know people are like, oh, it's so fun. And I don't care. It's stupid to me. No one in my family and my community uses it. So I'm just like, how does it help me? Right? Everyone's like, oh, you can share your opinions. I'm like, I've never had a problem sharing my opinions. I don't need Twitter to do that. All right. Any other questions? Y'all are y'all good? Y'all want to go back to me coding? I can do that too. I don't want to bore anyone with just talking. But I think when y'all rated, I was creating an issue, which is looks like someone's already responded. We seen anything? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so what I'm about to do is switch gears. I've already reported this user issue and I reproduced it, shared the issue. Now what I need to do is go to the project that I kind of was telling you all about, YTT Gen. This is technically my side project that I do on the side for content, but I also needed a project to play around with our new user model SDK for the company. I work for OneSignal, by the way, just full disclosure. We do customer engagement, messaging, that kind of stuff. So we do push notifications, text messages, emails, and not messages. We have a journeys product where you can like do this. You can build out your user journey in your app visually. So like, I work for them. But even then, like I have my own side stuff that I will sometimes do, and I will use their stuff to dog food. So like it's my way of pretending that I'm one of you, like just a regular developer who isn't a part of this company. And I can now pretend to just be like, I'm using it for the first time, and then I'll just share stuff. I'll do, no worries. I'm at work myself. Wednesdays are the day that it's our dedicated no meeting day at work. So it's one of the few days that I can stream during the week. You say I've developed my own application. I'm gonna share this just so other people can see. All right, to help me do post install procedure in an automated way to get my computers. Wait, do post install procedure in an automated way to get my computer. Then clients, all right, configure the way I want. Not big enough to have WDS server, and then clients makes it dude. All right. The Tony Kano has just said something that I don't know how many people experience this problem, but I experience it a lot. And it's I don't know. I bring it on myself. I normally update my laptop every year, which means that, well, with this new version, with the new M1, I haven't done that because I don't need to. But like in the past, every year I would have to like reconfigure my machine. And if you do any form of development, like that's not that simple. But like, what if you do not only development, but you do different types of development, right? Like completely different types. All those tool chains you get to install. What happens if you work on more than one operating system? Like this guy had to work across 3 different operating systems. You get to install all of those along with the tools. What if you do music production? I happen to do music production. Well, I had to install all of my DAWs, all of my plugins, all of my sample libraries. Takes a while. What if you do video production? I do video production. Well, you get to install all of the video editor stuff, all of the plugins, like all your like titles, all that kind of crap. And I happen to do photography too, which means that I have to install all of my photography tools, all of my custom profiles that I have. It's a lot. And then I also have like network stuff that I have set up here that I need to configure all of my devices to use. And there's also just the tools that I use, just the tools. Like, for instance, I use iTerm, and yes, iTerm is cool, but like many of you probably didn't know that you could do this with iTerm. You had to set this up. So like getting all this set up, installing all of my custom fonts, it's hard. It's a big issue. And then it's made even more difficult when you add in the fact that with Apple, you have your Apple ID stuff, and it's tied into your Xcode license and your keychain, and like you have to like, it's a lot. So I have always wanted to have some type of thing that could make setting up a new machine easy for me. I haven't found a solution, like really. I mean, for some of the development tools, it's a little bit easier because I can use Brew, or I can just take out my ZSHRC file and which is saved as a gist somewhere. Like some of that stuff, like the configuration is fine, but like when it comes to like making sure I have all of my tools installed, it's hard. Macrium, what's that? I've never heard of that one. Oh, it's backup based. See, that's the issue. I can't do that. Here's why. It's because I have more than one computer and I use them for different purposes. And yeah, that's the other part that I probably should have mentioned, is that it's not just that, it's the other part. And then there are licenses that I have to transfer. So with in the audio world, you have all these licenses for all the software that you use. They don't just transfer. You have to like go into your account online, do this manual transfer process. Hopefully, a lot of the places you will use my like an iLock key, and I can manage it all from there. But I have like 15 other plugins that I have to go to their separate sites individually, manually transfer the license. It's just a pain. So I'm using something called Chronicity, and it's not for that, it's just for data. So what I've done is I've just decided to give up on trying to get my Macs to be consistent. And now what I do is I make sure that the data is just in a central location. So I actually have a NAS that like all my stuff is backed up to, and then that gets backed up to Dropbox. And so long as I use mostly open source tools and I save configurations, it's been okay. But my solution right now has just been to not update my machines anymore. So like I'm on a Mac Studio, the Ultra. It's fast enough. I don't foresee me needing to upgrade anytime soon. And I don't plan to, because I'm really tired of having to do it all. And then my M1 Max over there, I don't think I need to upgrade that anytime soon. So hopefully I'm going to kick this can down to 2026. Oh wait, what year is this? No, 2025. Yeah, I'm trying to go on a 3-year cycle now. So before I was on a 1-year cycle. When I owned my company, I was on a 18-month cycle. So we buy new equipment every 18 months. It sounds like that's too often, but you got to keep in mind I do more than just development. So those Intel Macs were trash in every way, and they were not able to handle the workloads that my Mac Pro was able to handle. It's just that Apple decided to not care about their pro users anymore, and they released that trash can garbage Mac, which was not suitable for anyone who was in audio. And then they didn't upgrade the Mac Pro for so long, and yeah. He's like, I'm on that decade cycle. I feel you, bro. I think I was on a long cycle when I had my Mac Pro. I got my Mac Pro expansion cards, my DSP cards for Pro Tools. I was able to expand my memory, my storage, and all of that kind of crap. It was awesome. It's just that they stopped updating it, and I was forced to go the laptop route. I'm a laptop hater, just full disclosure. I'm very anti-laptop. I'm team desktop. So yeah, I was forced to get a laptop as a desktop replacement. It wasn't that. and I hated it. Like, I hated it. At first, they're slow. They're always hot. The battery life was trash. Like, I didn't use the screen, so it's just like I'm paying all this money for a 15-inch screen, and my mind is trash because it's just like I have my monitors, and then yeah, it's just, I don't know. You may be like, oh, you don't just 15-inch, but like remember, I do video and photography. I need the GPUs, and Apple has always made it such that the 6 or the 15-inch was more powerful and came with the GPUs. So yeah. By the way, I'm happy to show y'all my setup. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all my setup just so y'all know. You see the thing, what's going on. I'm gonna go to my cam, so you're gonna see mostly me, and now you can see setup. So, I got the vertical monitor, 5K, LG 5K, and then I got the Pro XDR 6K, and then the Mac Studio 5K, right? So like, and then I got my little Mac Studio, my baby right here. You can't see it, but my little baby. I love this machine. It's amazing. I love it. Anyways, let me go back. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just like, I wanted to show y'all that so y'all understand why I'm very anti-laptop. To me, laptops are stupid. And I say that, and yeah, there was a laptop over there on the other desk. But notice which desk I'm sitting at. I'm sitting at this desk. Like, this is where I like to be at. I only use my laptop for travel. So when I was traveling the world, that's when I started to appreciate my laptop. And I wish I would have had an M1 when I was doing that, because when I was traveling, it was the Intel Max, and the battery life was only like 3 or 4 hours. So like, imagine you're on an airplane on like a 17-hour flight. Well, I would have to like say, all right, well, I know I'm gonna be the most productive here. Let me make sure that I do my work when we're in this place, because I know I'm gonna have internet and I'm gonna be productive. And you may be like, oh, you can just plug in. No, because Apple, they have those big ass bricks, and they don't stay in the thing. So yeah. Whose laptop is next to you? Which laptop? If you're talking about that over there. Oh wait, hold on. I think I should just switch. Let me go there. If you're talking about that over there, that laptop, that's mine. That's my M1 Max. There's another laptop. If you're talking about it, I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there to the side. It's a little 13-inch laptop. That's my company laptop. Yeah, I don't actually use my company laptop to do my work. There's a reason for that. Here's that reason though. So I do this kind of often, and you look at what's happening here. I have 20 cores on this machine, 20. I'm able to do my live stream, have all of my code stuff running, there's a lot of stuff running. I can't even record my screen without that laptop just screaming and it becoming hot, and like, I can't do anything on it. It's not powerful enough. It's really slow too. I do mobile stuff as well, like mobile development stuff a little bit, like Flutter. Here, I can actually pull that up just so I can actually show you some code. Maybe that'll be fun. But yeah, so like with Flutter, for instance, like you have a emulator, the Android emulator, you have the iOS simulator, and you also have like other stuff running in the background that I may need for like my server. So I may have Docker stuff running. I don't think I have anything running right now. Let's see. No, I don't. But let's pretend. Let's say that I start this project, which may have some of the authentication or some of the data that I'm working with for a particular project that I'm working on. Well, all this is running, right? Like, it takes up memory, and let's see how much RAM I'm using. I'm not even doing all the stuff that I would usually do. At the moment, I'm currently using almost 28 gigs of RAM, and that's going to shoot up to much higher than that. And like on my 13-inch laptop, it only has 16 gigs of RAM. So, yeah, Final Cut Pro doesn't like that. Ableton Live doesn't really like that for larger projects. None of my photography editing tools enjoy that very much. It could just be the Intel laptop part too. So yeah, being able to have these live streams running, streaming to 4 different platforms, and I'm doing all this locally, like the encoding is happening on my device. That's how powerful these new M1s are. It's pretty dope. All right, so I did say I was gonna, I need to go to the YCT Gen project. Let me pull that up right quick. Let me stop some of this stuff. and show that off a little bit. It's not that nice, to be honest. I'm not a stylist. I'm more of a functionality type of person. So here it is, the latest version. I'm planning to spend some time this weekend to like make it look nice, but you can go to the iamwillshepherd login, this Discord login for now. All right, and I know. I was about to say I don't have my nav bar on this page, but I should probably do that. The titles, yeah, here we are. So yeah, so you can see the titles, whatever, and eventually I'm going to get to a point where like you can come in and you can see all of the videos that you published, and you can like go in and you'll see the stuff, and it can suggest a thing for you and like some other things. I'm getting there. This is new. A lot of progress needing to be made here. Let's go ahead and open it up though. This will be open source too soon. So it's just not yet because, yeah, I started this randomly. It was mostly like, I decided this year that I'm going to publish at least 250 hours of content to YouTube this year. That was my goal. So I was like, how can I do that? I was like, I need to do something. So the day that I made that goal, when I started the stream, I was like, this is what I'm going to do, just randomly. And we'll keep going with it and see how far I can take it. We'll open it another kind of way. Let's stop this project because I don't want it to run. Oh, well, before I stop it, let me show you why I started it. So if we come here, you can actually see that it's a lot of things happening here, right? Like these are all different containers, images that are running. I forget the name. So it's just like, imagine if you have this running and you have some other stuff running. Sometimes I run my database in a Docker container because I don't want to mess up my local database. There's a lot of things that I have running at a single time, and my Intel Macs were not able to keep up. Now they can do things one at a time, but I often need to do things simultaneously. I thought I opened up Visual Studio already. Did I not? Okay. I had it on the wrong screen. Let's close that. And let's make sure that I stop this. Base stop. And let's go on and work on some other stuff. So we'll go into my Devlog project. All right, I just realized that my microphone went off yet again. It happens. And if y'all told me about it, my bad. It's hard. All right, I have my YTT Gen project open. I'm not gonna go back over the explanation. I don't know what part my mic turned off on, so I'm gonna just start it locally. And we'll go into this one signal thing right here. Wait, what? Wait, oh, whoa. Wait, what? Ah. I may have lost work. Please tell me, oh my gosh. It's always something. Let's go to YTT Gen. There's nothing removed. All right, something's wrong. God damn it. It's always something. Every time I come to this project, something is just broken. Like it'll be working when I leave. Don't believe me, go to look on the stream. The last one I was working on, it was working. And I come back and shit don't work. And this is consistent. It's not just once in a while, it's like every time. Not a fan. In any case, the thing that I'm interested in is this, wait, where are my hooks at? Okay, I don't have it. I think I know what the issue is. it's because I'm on this branch, YT research, when I should be on OneSignal. So let me go ahead and commit this stuff. We'll call this setup Google APIs. We'll go ahead and publish this up so I don't lose it. By the way, this is another issue. So I think this is, how do I explain it? So Git is a godsend. Let's first start there. Git's dope. And it does work well. But here's the issue. It's that if you have more than one machine, keeping projects in sync across machines is hard. I know we have the tools for doing git pull and all that crap. Sure, it's still hard. Here's why. At least in my case, I have to deal with these environment variables or whatever, and I still haven't built out a little tool to help with that. I know that. Well, I don't know this. I have OneSignal. I know that part. Not OneSignal. I have 1Password, and 1Password is able to store secrets. One of the things that I've been thinking about doing for the longest, I just haven't had the time to do it, is to build some type of something where I can put in environment variables into a thing, and then they just get saved into 1Password. That way, like if I go to another machine, it's not me trying to figure out what environment variables do I need to set into what. I can just say, hey, go to 1Password, get it there. Another thing I would want to do is to be able to update an environment variable from within 1Password and have that automatically propagate to whatever's using that, right? So these are all problems that I've come across when I'm doing some of the work that I've done, specifically around deployments and just like building. What I mean by building is like preview builds. So one thing that it took me a while to figure out is how do I make sure that my preview builds that are hosted on a staging server, how do I make sure that anyone who's going there is flowing through my authentication? This is important because even though it is a preview build, I don't want anyone just being able to just thrash my infrastructure, and I need to be able to lock it down. And I mean, it is based on a PR, but it's still being served publicly. It may not be known, but like I need to make sure it's locked down. And it took me a long time to figure out how to make sure I can have my production authentication service work on my local authentication. Work on my local project as well as on a staging project. Like these are all things that I don't know. It's all the stuff around. Just it's the things that you don't think are hard that are hard, and you don't know that they're hard until you do it. So I learned just how difficult it is to deploy stuff to different environments when I was doing that. Anyways, I committed that so that I can switch over to this other branch, OneSignal, which should have the OneSignal thing that I was looking for here. It does. And I think I also need to install the packages because I think I deleted them. All right, cool. Let's see if we can get this to start. And let's see the error that I now need to figure out why. So this is what my next piece or my next task to do today is figure this out. Now, I know that I got some of y'all still here watching, but I need to take a break. I've actually been streaming for about 3.5 hours, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. In case you all decide to leave, it was great having you. I enjoyed the conversation, and I hope that you come check me out again in the future. I do this I try to be more consistent. I'm trying to do this at least 3 times a week. Sometimes I make twice, but yeah, be on the lookout for more stuff. Follow me on YouTube and all that kind of crap. Like someone said, like, subscribe, follow, notification, all that other crap. But I'll be back for now, and yeah, potentially see you later. All right, I am back. I had to go and open up my blinds. I need a little bit of sun. It's not really sunny, but I don't know. Having light in my apartment is nice to have. All right. Let me share my screen, and we'll give. Oh shit! Somebody commented. Wait, am I on a break still? Or is LinkedIn just trash? Can y'all see me? Did anyone see me? I don't know. It's whatever. I'm going to assume that it's just LinkedIn being trash. So, where's my mouse? There we are. I know I'm typing this in words, but I will say this in actual words too. On the weekends, one of the things that I've been contemplating doing is kind of like opening up like a hotline, these air quotes, a hotline, where if you want to join in and just talk about whatever, in person, instead of like typing out stuff, just hop in, have a conversation. and it'll be like my way to like do. It'll be free, right? Like I do have other things where it's like you got to pay me to do that, but this would be free. I got to figure out like why, like what's going on with LinkedIn, because I should be streaming right now, right? Am I streaming? All right, y'all, give me a second. I gotta make sure that I'm actually streaming right now. It says I am. Why does this say I'm in a short break? Is it a 2-minute delay? God dang, that's a long time. All right. I just need to respond to there. I don't get any comments from LinkedIn in my stream. Same with Twitter. So if you are watching it from there, watch it on YouTube or Twitch if you want to be able to ask questions or have me be able to see what you're typing or what you're saying. So this is an issue that I've been getting with the latest version of our SDK, and I need to figure out like how to get around this because this isn't great. What do you use to do multi-streaming? I'm using a tool called Ecamm Live. Sorry, I got a minute in my mouth. I almost fell out. If it sounds like I'm talking funny. This tool right here. Okay, they've changed the website. It used to be different. It's not free though. That's the thing. So I do pay this. I pay it yearly, but it's kind of cool. Like it does build in a lot of things. So to make, I'm not going to try to sell you on this, but like just to give you a little bit of idea on the value prop. This tool right here, ping.gg, for being able to talk to others. And all that kind of stuff. You have to pay for this too. And if we look at this, come on, pricing, finally it showed up. It's $24 a month, right? And that's just for this. You don't get any type of recording. You don't get scenes. You don't get any of that stuff. His thing. Yeah. So like with them, you're getting the same shit. Like you can have people dial in. Just like with Theo stuff, except it's just built into it, right? Now I still use Theo's thing because like, I like to support developers who are doing cool things, and he's done something cool. And it's like, for me, it's just like, it's not that much to me to give someone $25 a month, because I want to see it succeed, right? Like to me, that's a low cost. One of the things that I hate is when I see other developers, like they always want everything for free. They don't want to pay for anything. And as a developer who wants to get paid for my work, I never understood that. Where it's just like, if you see someone who's doing something that you find valuable, or that you just like, you want to see that kind of stuff continue to exist into the future, just support it, right? So yeah, there are a lot of tools that I pay for. That I don't have to pay for. For instance, this right here, this DevUtils tool, this isn't free. I pay for this. There was a tool that I was using for about a year and a half. Hacker, I forget. It's a Markdown editor. It's written by a single developer, and it's $10 a month. It's not cheap. And sure, I have notes. I have Apple Notes. I have all these other tools, but it's like, why do I pay $10 a month? Is because there's a solo developer who works on this, and he creates amazing content around what he's doing. And like, some people, the way they support is by sharing it with others and talking about it to other people. That's not how I do it. I support with dollars, because I've never been able to go to a grocery store and pay for my grocery with someone's likes on something, like likes and shares that don't translate into like food to eat. And I think that way. I know a lot of people don't think that way, but I grew up in a different environment where like I understood that money is how you get food. Maybe not for other people, but that's how it works for me. When I go to HEB, I give them a credit card, and the money comes on my account. So yeah, I give people money to support. So Ecamm is kind of cool too. Honestly, I don't. If I could, I think it's overpriced, to be honest. For what I do, because most of what I do is just 4K stuff, And this doesn't require money on their part. I'm streaming directly to the platforms, not to them. And I know why they're charging me, but like, it's whatever. I think I get my money's worth because I use it for recording my screen as well. So it's more than just for multi-streaming. And a bird is up there. Rarely do I ever see birds flying up this side. All right. Anyway, let's get back into here and see what we can find out. Module parsed error. Okay, parsing. That's okay. So this is invalid something. You may need to add an appropriate loader to handle this file type. Currently, no loaders are configured to process this file. It would be amazing if it told me what file type. It's just like, oh, we can't load this file type. Is this index.tx? Is that what it means? The loader can't find this? It's just a webpack thing. No modules, React, one signal index, source components. Okay, so here's the trace. It's going into this index here. Let's look for that. Do I even have no modules here? No, I don't. Okay. Open up a new one of these things. Let's go look at some node modules. What are we looking for? One signal. Signal. Is it React one signal? Is that what I just saw? Like, man, sometimes I don't know. I don't. What was I looking at? Yeah, that definitely did say React one signal. Okay, and we're looking into index. All right. Did it say which line? 15. Okay. Guess we'll open it up. Come on now, like, why is it? All right, what the hell? All right. Oh my gosh. What? In the fuck? Oh, I don't even know. How? Oh my god! All right, this is what I mean. Like, just weird shit just happening. Like, I don't even know. My gosh. I have no idea how. Okay. Somehow .ts is associated with my image editor. And this whatever. I'll open it a different way. We will open it up this way. We'll go into no modules, React, one signal, index, TS. All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and like do this. All right. How do you turn on line numbers in VI? Is it line on? Is that how you do it? Line number. Wait for me. I don't want to do that. All right, I got to figure out how to turn on line numbers. I guess I could go to I can create a VC config or whatever you call that, VCRC or VimRC or something like that. I can probably do it there, but I want to be able to just do it here, and I don't actually know how to do it. Oh, it's literally, okay, fine. It's easier than I thought. What's going on with this? Ah, okay. Cool. So then we'll do set numbers. Is that what it was? No. I've already forgotten what it is. Oh, set number. Okay. Nope. Come out of insert mode. Set number. All right. Yeah, there we go. And then I also want to do syntax. Cool. So line, oh, it's literally there. So it's saying line 15, this is where it's at. Interface window, one signal deferred. Okay. We get one signal. Wait, why is this optional? Okay. We get Safari. Here. I have an appropriate loader for this. See if we can figure out. Oh, this is Webpack. Okay. I'm glad that it had a link there. That was helpful. All right. Only understands JavaScript and JSON files. Loaders allow Webpack. Oh, let's see. Do we have a Webpack config anywhere? In order to check, I have to go to the actual repository that this SDK is based on. Go into code, swan signal, and I think it's like Node. Yeah. Oh wait, is it Node one signal? No, this is React to one signal. I'm tripping. We have React. Well, yeah, we do. CD to React one signal. Immerse with refs heads master from the remote, but no such ref was fetched. Interesting. Why like, I don't understand. Like, I think my computer hates me. That's what it is. Like, anytime I want to do anything, it doesn't work. So obviously I had to suffer. Let's see, refs master. My origin. All right, origin, HTTPS, React, one signal. Why is it not finding that remote though? That's the question. No, don't record this command. Just leave it alone. I mean, it's not fetching. Oh, come on now. This doesn't make sense. I'm going to do something silly. Typically, I don't work in these repos, so I don't mind doing what I'm about to do. If you are someone who's working in a repo that's actually making changes, I don't recommend you do what I'm about to do to fix your repo. You can actually fix this. I just don't. It's not worth my effort right now. All right, and then I'll just reclone it. I think it's repo clone, and then the name of the org, maybe. It's probably not, to be honest. And then we're going to put in React one signal, and I want to name this React one signal. Oh no, that was it. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was repos or repo, but I guess that was it. So we're going to go into our React one signal. All right, let's just make sure that like it's not going to say anything about merging. All right, perfect. Let's see if it fetched all the refs. It should have, but who knows? We'll see. Remote. We'll just do it this way. Origin. Head. All right, yeah, we have that. What about heads? Oh no, we don't have everything. All right, so let's. I would have expected to see the things in there. I guess not. I haven't actually created a branch or checked out the branch, so maybe that's it. But that's okay. We'll go back. All right. All right. Wait, I should be able to do get tag.l. That's okay. It does show up. Okay. All right, so I think I want to be on 3 beta, whatever this is. I want to check that out. The way that you can open this directly from here. I'm coming here just to confirm that it is the 3, like this beta 3. 5 days ago. Oh wait, 5 days ago. When did I get that message? Someone said that they did something, but I don't know if that was 5 days ago. Rodrigo. That was yesterday, not 5 days ago. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. This is not going to make sense to anyone but me, and maybe the people at One Signal. But I think here's the issue. We have a React One Signal wrapper, but we also have another SDK that the wrapper is based on. And I don't know why I just went to here. Not developers. So I think I understand why I haven't been getting these updates now. It's because they haven't been being updated in the right place. It's here. So we'll come here. So on the left is our website SDK, and on the right is our React SDK. And if we look at these releases, see, do they line up with the way that I would expect? The latest pre-release, 12/28, 3 weeks ago, 5 days ago, February 4th. Actually, even I'm just gonna have to ask a simple question. What? And let's just see. Instead of doing, let's just see. I don't want to spend time trying to, let's see what, I want to see the error. Let's just see that. All right, we'll come into the other project, which I was just in somehow. Where did it go? Where did my project go? Did I accidentally close it? Whatever. Ooh. All right, let's make sure I have the right version. Oops. React one signal. Oh, okay. All right. I see what's happening. I forgot that I'm actually pulling it from a URL now, from the actual commit SHA. So let's see what the latest commit is on this repo. I don't know if any of you knew this. You can point in your package JSON, you can point to a GitHub repository, and that will also pull down the package. So I'm actually pulling down specifically this commit, A6E, whatever. And let's see what the latest commit is on this particular branch. 64D9, whatever that is. So that's the latest. And then we did a merge of 88. What is 88? 88, here we are. A Zapier option. Wait, do I care about this? No, I don't. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and use that SHA. This one right here. Just see what happens. Get the latest. How dope would it be if it just works? Like if that's not, oh, no, it did. Nah, okay. That's not working. Alright, I should also tell them that I'm on this commit. It would be useful to share that commit. So here's an easy way to get to it. We just come here, copy it. Now we have that commit. Okay. I need to take a screenshot so that I can share. All right, cool. So I don't know if there's anything else that I can do. I think I might be blocked. All right, cool. And let me mention someone. cool. All right, so I think, yeah, I'm blocked. I can't do any more development work at the moment. At least not related to one signal. I don't want to get into other stuff that I can do for this particular project, so I'm not going to do it. So as a result, what I'm going to do is go ahead and leave for lunch, and yeah, I might come back later to do product feedback. Maybe I'll stream that, but for now, I am going to head out. If you've been with me so far, I appreciate you joining. If you haven't said anything or whatever, feel free. You can always reach out. Yeah. Till then, see you later. Peace. Have a good rest of the day.